Hey everyone, it's me. I'm back again. This is take two of my finds at the Vancouver Vinyl Fair, which was last Sunday. I drove the 6.5 hours down to Aldergrove, stayed at my buddy's place, Paul, and we went to the Vinyl Fair on Sunday. I'm going to show you what the items I picked up. I got quite a lot off my list. 12 items in total. One is from my friend Crazy Bob's record store down in Langley, which we went there Saturday. And that is this one, Triumph Just a Game. I've been looking for this one for a while. I used to have a copy years ago, and I don't know, something happened to it, but I don't have it anymore. This one's in a little bit of rough shape, but I've been looking for so long, I thought I would just get it so I can have it, and then I'll worry about getting an upgrade copy later on. I paid $5 for it, so what the hell. Also, I should show you some photographs if I can. This was in a small hall in Vancouver on Main Street. You can just see it there across the street. It's the front doorway. There's me afterwards with all my loot in my hands. It's from the doorway into the left. It's quite a small building. There were, I'd say, maybe 50 vendors, I want to say. That's to the right when you walk in the front door. That Yogi Bear album you can see in the front there is just a prop. They have a draw. You just enter your name and phone number, and they have a ballot draw for raffle draw. For door prizes. I didn't win. There's another view. There's looking straight in from the door. So what it is, it's a big room. You got vendors all the way around the outside of the building, inside, but all the way the outside perimeter, and then you got another row of vendors in a circle in the center. So you just pick one. You start at the center and work your way around, and then do the outside, or vice versa. There's another picture of the young lady in the corner there. I forget her name, but she was sort of the hostess greeter person. She took your money. It was $5 to get in, and she stamped your hand and gave you a ballot and directed you to any particular store if you wanted to know if there was any one particular store with a stand down there. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. Picked up a lot of good stuff, all off my list. I don't buy off my list anymore. I just find I just get too much stuff I don't really want. And that first one is Fleetwood Mac, Kiln House. Really good album, pre-Buckingham Nicks days. Been looking for that one for a long time. And I'm really quite surprised at some of these albums that they're so hard to find. I got this one. I've been looking for all of these for some time. Paranoid, at last. You know how hard this has been to find? I mean, I've been looking for 8-10 years for this. I don't know why it's so hard to find. There seem to be copies everywhere, but no one had one when I go in the store. This one, Rush, one of my favorite bands. My favorite Canadian band, I don't know, maybe them or Trooper, I'm not 100% sure. Tragically Hip are up there. Rush is probably my favorite Canadian band. I have their first 3 albums, but it's in a collection. It's called Archives. It's a little box set they put out after the first 3 albums. And it's got Rush, Caress of Steel, and Fly By Night in it, but they don't have the jackets. They just have the albums in plain white sleeves. So I want to get all 3 albums, and I managed to find Caress of Steel for $35. It's in really nice shape. The cover's got a bit of ring wear on it, but the album itself is in really nice shape. There's the back cover. This that's just a promo for the vinyl fair. I kept a couple of those just for the hell of it. Another find that I've been looking for a while. Scorpions' Love Drive. Scorpions and their great controversial covers. And the back cover is even more controversial. An exposed breast there. I won't show that too long. I don't know what the censors are like, but... and it's a business card. Yeah, so a lot of stores come and set up tables here and they just bring a whole bunch of their stock. This is a used copy of Blackfoot Marauder. I've been looking for that one for a long time. Love Blackfoot. I'm not huge into Southern rock, but I love these guys. They really pound it out. Oh, another Triumph album. This one, Sport of Kings. I don't know anything about this album. I can't recognize any of the song names on it, but it's Triumph. I like them. I've liked every other album I got of them. I'm sure I like this one too. It was on my list just because I want to complete the set. I have one more to get of theirs. I think that's their debut album. That's proven to be a tough nut to find too. My favorite band flip-flops from day to day. Beatles, Queen, Rush, depending on my mood of that day and who I'm listening to. I was missing 3 Queen albums. What is it? Flash Gordon. The Flash Gordon soundtrack I was missing. I found 3 copies of that, but they wanted $45 a piece each one. And I said, I'm not paying that for that album. I've heard the music. It's good. It's not great. I wanted to complete the set, but I'll wait till I find a bit more beat up copy. I'll probably only play it once and then just leave it in the collection. I'm a little bit of a completist, like I said. And I'm missing the very last one, In Heaven. I saw a lady pick that out of a bin just before I got there, so she got that one. But I found The Miracle with a very weird cover. I don't know who decided on this jacket. It's not my choice. Wouldn't be my choice. The back is even weirder. But I didn't buy it for the cover. I bought it for the music and to have it. And it's a good album. I have played that one before. It's a good album. Not their best, but a good album. And I was really pleased, like you saw the Sabbath album, metal records are coming back. The metal genre is starting to show up at these things. For years, nobody had any metal albums. And all of a sudden, they're starting to show up again. And I had one shop there called The Turntable from Victoria, BC. Really nice people. I haven't been to the store, but I have ordered stuff online from them before. And he had a whole box of metal on his bench, and he says, yeah, I got 3 boxes down. I couldn't put one up at a time. I went through the one and I found 3 Dio albums off my want list. This is Sacred Heart, back. And this is The Last in Line. I've been looking for that one for some time as well. And back. And the Grail of Grail, for me anyway, of Dio albums. Holy Diver. And holy crap, that's been hard to find. I've been looking for that for years. This is a remastered edition, 2016. It's in mint shape. Absolutely mint. I pulled it out and inspected it, and yeah, the guy doesn't lie. It might have been played once, I'm guessing. There's not a scuff mark on it, nothing. It's just beautiful. I'm going to spin that when I finish this video. And then while my buddy Paul was looking through bins, he was a little bit slower than I was. I thought, you know what, just for the hell of it, I haven't been to this table, it's the last table, and she had a whole bunch of $2 boxes set up and $1 boxes, and the ones where you see 4 for $5, 5 for $20, five each, 5 for $20, that sort of deal. But you usually get all the thrift store stuff in there, dollar albums, Herb Alpert and Neil Diamond and Barbra Streisand and Hollywood soundtracks and that sort of crap, old stuff. I mean, and I just whatever. I just looked through a few of them killing time while he was finishing up, and I went through a $2 bin, and the last album in the $2 bin was by a Canadian artist. I think he's from Nova Scotia. He used to have a band back in the 70s, 80s. Really, really great guitar player. If you don't know this guy, I'm going to show you. Check him out. Check out the album Out on a Limb. I'm talking about Matt Minglewood. What a guitar player this guy is. What a guitar player. Just fantastic. Just an awesome guitar player. I can't rave about him enough as playing. But I was really pleased to find that for $2. It's in mint condition. Absolutely mint. And also, while I'm at it, you can see up in the corner over my left shoulder here. Sorry, I'm looking in a mirror, this camera. You can see up in the corner, framed in white, tour concert poster. And that is Trooper. And that is an original, not a copy, that is an original tour poster from 1978, their Thick as Thieves tour, where they came home and played Vancouver. That was at the Gardens and the P&E grounds right next to the Pacific Coliseum where the Canucks played back in the day. And that little orange thing you could just see off the side there inside the frame is the ticket stub from that original, from that show. And I paid $50 for that poster, and then I got a frame from Michael's, the art store. And yes, it was worth every penny to me. That was one of my holy grails. That was the first concert I ever went to. I was 15 in grade 10, and I had the money for the tickets, but Mom wouldn't let me go alone. You know, you got to have your older brother go with you. So I bought 2 tickets, and my older brother said, "Yeah, I'll drive you." He went. He liked them too, and we had a great time. And yeah, I've wanted that poster for ever since I saw that show. You know, have been unable to find one. And there was a guy at the table there who has all these posters from Vancouver concerts, just about every band you can imagine. And I said, "Yeah, I don't have enough money to spend today on everything I want, but I gotta have that one." My next holy grail, I've got the poster, I've got the ticket stub. My next holy grail is the t-shirt from that concert. I had one back in the day. I had one when I went to the concert. But long story short, when I lived with my ex-girlfriend in Vancouver, and we were breaking up after 4 years and going our separate ways, she got pissed at me for something one day, and I came home from work, and she had cleaned out my drawers of all my concert memorabilia, all my ticket stubs, all the concert reviews in the newspaper, all my tour programs, all my hats, and all my t-shirts. Oh, I think that was the first time she was ever afraid of me. I was so angry. I still am to this day if I think about it. I could have killed her. Could have. Anyway, I didn't. I did not. Didn't touch her. Never hit a woman. But I was so mad at her, I didn't speak to her for a week. And yeah, every time she sees me now, when she does, I've sort of broken off contact the last couple of years. I don't want to see her anymore. I have no reason to. But every time she saw me, she said, "I'm so sorry about your t-shirts and your stuff." Yeah, well, you should have thought about that at the time. So if anybody has a Trooper t-shirt from 1978, it was dark blue, has their name across the front. On the back it said Raisin Hell 78 Tour. I will trade just about anything for that shirt. That to me is my holy grail of rock and roll. May seem trivial to you, but to me it's important. Funny story. I wore that shirt to school the next day because I was so proud of it. I had a great time, went to a concert, and I got sent home because it said Raisin Hell on the back. And I was told that's inappropriate, go home and change. My mom got so angry at the school. She sent me back and says, "Go to school." And she had it out with the principal and says, "Look, he got sent home for wearing this shirt. The song Raise a Little Hell off that album is what they play at the school before every sporting event when that album came out. You know, every basketball game, every school football team game, every rugby game, everything where the school team played, they played that song, Raise a Little Hell, before they started." And she said, "That is just the be-all and end-all of hypocritical. He's going back to school. He's wearing that shirt whenever he wants, and no one is going to say a word to him." And, yep, the principal cowed down to her, and I don't blame him. She was pretty mad. That's my mom. Thanks, Mom. Yeah, I mean, come on. Hell is not an offensive word. Anyway, and one other thing I want to show you that's brand new in my collection. Not vinyl, but... Well, a couple of things. See the little gnome there carrying a guitar? My wife got me that for my 60th birthday a month ago. Well, actually 3 weeks ago now. And on the left, this is made of wood. And a buddy of mine at work made it for me. It's a record stand. So when something's spinning, I now have a place to put it where it will stand. And that is deep. That's about 3 inches deep. That will hold a vinyl box set. It'll even support the weight. So the idea is you spin your album and put it on there, and everyone can see what you're playing. You guys have all seen these things online. Amazon sells like 50 different types of them. But that one's handmade. He actually made that on a CNC machine, which did the engraving. Then he just painted in the words. The silhouette on the back. Well, I don't know if anyone would get that or not. That is a British band called Status Quo. One of my favorite bands, and that's off their third or fourth rock album called Hello. and that's all the album cover is just the script hello with their band name and that silhouette. And I thought, wow, what better silhouette to put on a record stand than a rock band like that. And it's really sort of generic. If you don't know who it is, you don't know who it is. It's just a rock band, right? So I really like that. And with that, I am going to finish. I think that's everything I picked up over that weekend and recently. So thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy this. Take care.